Hey everyone, what is going on? Today we are jumping right into it. This is our last attack in Season 3. So we have one more attack to go, and then the next fight we are just defending, and then that's the end of the season. So today we chose to go after CO2, which was the number one opponent on the opposing faction. So for us, it made the most sense to attack them to maximize what we could plunder. It has been just an absolute roller coaster of a season. We've had some really good fights, some really good wins, and we've also had some headaches where we had one loss to CO2 actually that attacked us. Just had some miscommunications. We allowed them to get the missile off, and when that happened, it was just chaos trying to defend, and we just messed up. People weren't getting back into the places. And they pretty much got everything except for one building, so we were able to stop them from taking one building. So they took 3 of the outside buildings in the Alliance Center. So they didn't get all 30%, but still 25% is a lot to lose in these seasons. So now we just prepare. We're going to fight them. And as you see, this fight actually goes, I wouldn't say really quick, but we used the mummies and then we just went ahead and attacked, and after this, that was about it. We didn't use the nuke. We didn't have to clear them out because we had really good position. And this goes back to the fact that us and CO2 and a couple others basically playing mind games all season, where we've been trying to put random bases in different locations to stop each other from moving into a really good defensive position and allowing us to get really good positions around their Alliance Center. So not only have they foiled our plans to move Alliance Centers, but we've also foiled their plans. And it's just been a really tough season to get into a good position to defend either one of us. And I feel like Season 3, the attackers have a lot of advantages, where the defenders, it is really hard to defend in Season 3 unless you are just way stronger than the opposing team. And I'm talking significantly stronger, not just a little bit stronger, but having, 20, 30 players that can beat most of the other players on the other team. It is really hard to win on defense in the season, because not only do you have to protect the Alliance Center, but now you have 4 additional buildings. So there's a lot more coordination going into it. And with only 20 spots to fill in those buildings, it is very hard to keep those up. With about 5 or 6 really strong players hitting those, and if they can clear out all your defenses in just a few hits, and then you have several others that are just flowing in behind them, it is extremely difficult to keep defenses going and keeping those protected and not allowing them to burn. It is extremely difficult. I don't care how strong you are. It is really hard in Season 3 to defend. Taking a look here, you can see we've already blown through 3 of the outside buildings. Now everybody's just flowing to the 4th building. And this is typically where you're going to have a little bit of resistance, because everybody's focused on that one building. So all, 100 or so of the Alliance members are flowing to that to either attack or defend. And so it's just going to be a bit of a fight here for a minute. We end up getting this cleared out. As you can see, we sent a couple different attacks. And I was trying to send like my 3rd and 4th squad on a few of these. One, because I didn't want to be hit by a mummy. And if you know anything about Season 3, you can summon a mummy. It's a skill that you unlock. I think it's at level 70, to where you can send a mummy and it will kill a base, like absolutely just wipe it out in one hit. And if they don't have a team that's, I think 46 million or 47 million, it's going to take that base out in one hit. So if that happens, if you send your teams out and somebody hits you with that, you're instantly teleported. So I was leaving 2 of my teams on just to be safe at first, because I didn't want to be teleported, because I was right by the Alliance Center. So like I was saying, there's a lot of head games that go into Season 3. It's kind of weird. I think at this point, a lot of them had already used their mummies, so I realized I was in a pretty good position, so I started sending my 2nd and 3rd teams, and I was using some protectors, got some decent hits in, nothing crazy. I got a little unlucky. Either I was hitting nothing, or I was hitting some very strong teams from their side. So not a lot of fun hits for me. As you see, we're just now dwindling down the Alliance Center. And again, you have 100 spots in this, so everybody from their alliance can just dump into here. But when we have, Deerfly, Hulk, Tyson, those guys clearing out 5, 6, 7, maybe even 10 waves every single hit, that goes down pretty quickly. So just allowing them to stack up here. And we're pretty much done. I think it takes probably another 15 to 20 seconds and we got this deal pretty much wrapped up. And again, we didn't even launch the missile. We were all in such good position. And that was partly because we stopped them from moving. They were trying to move this morning. We stopped it. We burned down their alliance relocation. And so we had some really good positions. We just jumped over here real quick and forced them to try to defend here. And that's what happens. I mean, you get a couple of people in really good position, and it's extremely hard to defend. I don't care how strong somebody is. It is hard to defend all 5 locations and, save the Alliance Center. So that was it. That was the end of the fight. Now I teleport back over to my home after I get all my boxes. Always remember to collect your boxes. I wish there was some kind of notification that, hey, you have boxes to open. So I know people that do this and they forget about the boxes. I think they mail them to you anyways. But still, just something good to remember to collect those. But yeah, so we go home. We're hanging out here. We're trying now to find other teams that we can help attack. Unfortunately, I forgot to record the actual fighting, but there wasn't a ton that happened anyways. We went over, we burned a few bases, and it was pretty minimal fighting, nothing crazy. And I did want to show this. This is where we ended up after the fighting. We jumped all the way up to first. CFO was still fighting at this time, and I think they are right behind us now, very close. And then CO2 actually dropped all the way to 17th from 5th. So they have an opportunity to make a comeback. They can get 30% of spice from whoever they attack. So if they attack somebody with, about 8 million, they can jump all the way back up into the top 2, if not at least the top 3, depending on who they hit and, who else ends up being attacked and losing spice on Saturday. So that's the downside. When you defend on Saturday, you're really just all in on trying to hold on and not being jumped by somebody else. Oh, well, that is pretty much it for today. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and I will catch you on, if you want to come out to the streams, I will be streaming Thursday night, Friday night for Desert Storm, and then Saturday morning we will have the final fight of the season. So come on out, check it out, hang out with us, and have some fun. Anyways, thanks again for watching, everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one.